Hey everyone, VoRcom here. Gonna have a little look here at a game from Soviet Pride versus TA4Life, and that's, oh my god, huge manatee? Not manatee, but huge manatee. I like it. Both, or no, sorry, got UEF in the top corner. TA was classic red, which you'd normally see on Cybern. I believe this is a ladder match that Soviets sent to me. Or linked to me, rather. Let's see the build here. Walking awfully close to that mechs and leaving out this one. I guess his first engineer will cover over here. Yeah, naturally. And as soon as it comes out of the factory. Bit of class. Over here, no adjacency with that first factory. It's going to assist an engineer. Interesting. He wanted some additional production because he's going for an early scout. I guess he's very curious or heavily relies on what his opponent's doing to decide his progression for his own decisions through the match, or choices rather. No, same difference. Just having a look at genuinely what's going on for builds. He's just assisting. Why do I not see all this land factory production in the... I guess it's gotta be this engineer that does it all, but it's strangely just not showing up here in the queue. Too bad. I wanted to see how that was. I'll see here it shows. Just finishing that hydro. He's gonna do a max. He's gonna run. The engineers are gonna be the production power for spitting down the land factories. It's different than what I would normally do. I like keep my ACU there for at least one or two more land factories. I enjoy the early Manti spam. And here we've got hydrocarbon, then 3 power, and air factory. It's got quite a bit of assistance on there. 2 engineers and a commander. Got engineers here running around for reclaim, or well, an engineer and commander hoping to get some there. See some rather tanky raid parties heading out. I'm planning to not lose this engineer and hoping to take out any forces that are coming forth. Bombers flying out now, that air factory, you can't forget. It's not in use now though, just needed a bomber and a scout from it to be useful, I suppose. I'm sure he'll get back to that later. Got 1 and a bit of a land factory, 1 1/4 or just less. It's not much different over here other than he's got 2 engineers less now. And of course, no air in play at the moment. Watching, looks like land slightly in favor to... I mean, looks pretty equal, but slightly in favor to TA, but that bomber should make up the difference within the next minute or two. Oh, well, it destroyed some reclaim. Well, that has its own advantages, why not? I like that. The Mantis was almost hiding behind the other one so it wouldn't take damage. Battle here. Don't know how long that'll last. You know what? I might have to again, you guys definitely need to update me and let me know if this is something that works for you or not. Oh no. The Zeps mini map you can't get rid of. What if I just zoom in on the... Yeah, there we go, that'll work. Zoom in on the right side. Oh, he's hiding his jester artfully. Now how much did I miss while I was screwing around with the screen? There we go. That's the real question. Just gonna come over the mountain here and see why his commander's just chilling, I guess. He must have had that on intel and knew that he could push him, make him work. Bit of harassment over here. Mexes weren't protected well enough. Looks like TA4Life has gained control of the air front. I hear a bomber doing its work down here. Yeah, that's right. Just took out a radar installation. I just wanted to 1, 2, 3, 4 land factories now versus 1, 2, 3, 4, and nearly 5. Is that? Yeah, that's correct. Mass and power looks to be. Yeah, I mean, it says it's different, but it's really not that far off. Everyone keeps losing and gaining mexes on this map quicker than you can move your commander back to base. That's right. That's what I'd be doing in this position, but you never know. Maybe not quite to base, but good call, good call. I'd be turning around too. But, it's getting a little hectic now. I'm sure people's nerves are frazzled. My game's, and if this was my game, I'd be starting to worry which way the tide is going to turn. The interesting thing would be to see the intel here. Oh, that just changed big for Soviet Pride. We just lost a critical intel installment, or radar installation. Either way, it's intel's key. Look at those radars and scouts giving a great coverage there for the radar. That's perfect. That really lets them know what's, giving them a good buffer of safety. Let's go back. Yeah, it still hasn't been replaced. I'd be yeah, he knows. He needs a bit of view on this. Let's well, he's still able to fend him off. It's like health isn't too far off, even though he's yellow and there's green. You gotta remember it's Cybern versus UEF anyway, so literally he does have more hit points. TA4Life, that is. Again, it looks like the land is fairly even, except now that point defense finishing is a bit of a changer for that little skirmish. Had that point defense not been up when it was, or not put up when it was, that between this force and that force easily would have taken control of that. It's like Curious is trying to bait him in, maybe pulling all his units back, wanting him to try to come in here so we can catch him off guard. A little bit of raiding over here, I like that. Mantis doing their job. Gotta love how quickly people can lose engineers around here. Any T2 land factories yet? I'd be surprised actually to see one on a map like this. It's so easy to just overwhelm someone with T1 spam. And just the perfect amount of mexes and factories that you can build. Looks like someone had some real life issues to deal with. Well, looks like he's got radar back up on this side of the map. Pretty forward too, given good coverage. Let's have a quick gander at that. Yeah, well, it seems like everything's relatively under control for both sides. I mean, they can keep losing mexes, but keep replacing them. I mean, it's not. Again, it's just bounced, I think, the other way than it was last time. We had to look for mass income. Power is close enough to identical. So there's a bit of adjacency going on here. Yeah, I figured a storage on the hydrocarbon. That made 4. That's nice. Energy storage. You can't underestimate its importance, especially if you have the ability to pause an air factory and it's assisting NGs to replenish that quickly when you're in a in a crunch, he can really cripple a force with 2 or 3 overcharges, and that'd be a good game. Like, that was, I believe, one well-placed overcharge. Except his sitting on its own, just fine. When it blows up, it won't kill anything else with it. Kinda getting the impression that this isn't a kill maneuver right here, unless somehow they do meet up here, the two of them. If you'd been able to bait him in just a little further and pull these units in, or rather, in and around anyway, really, but he would have had to pull the grouping here back, I guess, to bait him in so his commander and a larger force could come around and trap him. I'm sure that's kind of what he was hoping and planning, but I think he just threw away the better part of his chances there. And sadly, if he had intel, I'm sure he would have went in there to wreck a few things. And that's right where his intel drops, and he was certain after losing this force that TA had more, I'm sure. I know exactly how that is. You don't want to throw away your units, but you give up an opportunity in the process, because that would have made quick work of these few units, and he likely would have been able to kite and get away from the commander. Would have been able to take out something critical, I'm sure, the hydrocarbon or the power storage. But either way, he's making up for whatever losses he may have suffered in the last few moments. These jesters doing great harassment work. Yeah, I really do like this, because it means that anything I miss, or whenever I'm zoomed in anywhere, you guys can still see the play. And, you know, out of the corner of my eye, I might catch something going on. Right now, it looks, you know, like it's been a little bit of a lull in the storm. They're trying to collect their thoughts, their frame of mind. Things have been pretty frazzled for a while. Okay, let's see, how much assist do we got going down here? So just the one T2 land factory for now. Looks like a second one making its way. How about for SovietPride? Yep, got some rhinos probably on the field already, I imagine. Just the first. Nope. I knew there'd be a couple more sitting around. Rhinos and Medusas. Gotta love that combination. I personally love a hardcore Manti spam all game long, but I think we're past that point, long past that point. 13:10 in, and looks like things are finally the dust is finally settling a bit. The players are gonna have to choose new methods of kills. No one gained the upper hand in the T1 stage, and no one made so large a mistakes that the game was lost. So I'm gonna speed things up a little bit, see what all happens. There's nothing detrimental happening. Got I'm pausing. It's gonna do. I guess that's something about. We're gonna slow this back down. These engagements and bombers and MMLs. Bunch of units died, I think, on both sides. Mexes are going down. But again, look how even this is. You know, their incomes have barely changed the majority of the match, except for their power. They've continuously built more power to be able to supply these T2 factories, and overcharges and commanders. I guess not overcharges anymore by the time the T2 was up, but still the extra power. It's great for that. Now, I believe we're gonna have 3 land factories that are T2 in play from TA, and just the 2 still down here from SovietPride. Surprised only 5 land factories and... Oh, okay, I guess the same. Thought I was seeing an extra, but it's just the way they're built. Looks different. I'm seeing some PDs. T2 triads being placed in and around. It's pretty good. He's going to assert map control there. He's not going to deal with harassment nearly as much. But once he start getting more flak or mobile anti-air kicking around, you won't have to worry about the harassment of the Cybern air arsenal. Not sure if point defense were already up when Soviet was constructing mobile missile launchers. Great unit, the Viper there. It's missiles, just like all Cybern TMLs. Thought it was supposed to split. It splits, right? Doesn't it, guys? Someone tell me it's true. Or it's only when it's shot down it splits, that's right. But, if there was any TMDs kicking around or anything that shot at TMLs, it split into separate missiles. Oh, this is perhaps the situation's a little... No, that's good. They didn't, that range is pretty much... Oh, well, he's got guns, so he's even happier. But he's got T2, so he wasn't near firing range. Oh. Oh, it's TML for some reason, or MML. For some reason I thought an overcharge was, ooh, that's terrible. T2 flag, there goes all of your air, unless it's, yeah, nearly. Easily could have been. Well done though, a lot of these, or one, I think, possibly a second triad has gone down, so some good TML, MML workings. And he's definitely protected from any eco harassment in that sense. Still just got bombers coming in. I love that. Great for killing radar and NGs and all sorts of small essential things. Or even finishing off PD that you've hit a couple times with MMLs. Well, that's one way to lose an air unit. Some monkeys, though. I really do like that. The range bots being used aside from the all the direct fire. Not to say there aren't some pillars still in there, but I always like the niche units more than the spam and push forward. I'd rather see a bunch of monkeys dancing around, working hard for their DPS to get in and still not get slaughtered because of their disadvantages. But no, that was years ago. The game was different then. Sorry guys, I can reminisce. And that's an easy way to lose Mantis. PD are just deadly. And that Rhino doesn't have any better of a chance. It's okay though. Must not have intel. Now you do, and you're like, ah crap. That was fun. That was terrible. Then maybe I'll kill him next. You win some, you lose some, right guys? Now we've got the necessary tools for the job, and then you can finally bring these back to the battlefield. Still though, constant engagements everywhere happen on the edges of everyone's territory. Some Medusa stun happening there. We're losing mexes. Always mexes gain and lost. Eco's back up to 21 and 23 for everyone. I've seen 19 and 20. 17 at one point when quite a few of these outlying mexes were gone. Not constructed by anyone. Oh, I love these things. Just a beautiful little unit. That's a fire beetle. They're a hell spawn. They're just, you know, they do their own magic in all kinds of different ways. In a transport, it's a whole nother evil. I can't even explain the depths of Yeah, I'm a Cybern lover. What can I say, guys? I only play Cybern. It's and the way that happens is just true to Cybern. It so is. It's like the Cybern philosophy right there. Time for flak. TA, it is time to have some flak in front of your commander. Bring him home. Just, you don't even need to be out on the front anymore. Why? Why do this? I almost know where this. Yep, that's. I think the commands have now been issued. Is there an attack command on that or no? I didn't see if an attack command was queued or not for those beetles. So for them to jump out. Probably hoping to get. Yeah, I believe he's going to wait for the best opportunity to do that, so when he can have the units in the PD, hopefully the PD dead. But he's definitely going to want to bait the commander far away from that stuff, or have them half destroyed and half firing at other stuff. Because when those land, if there's nothing else for cannon fodder, it's they're just going to pop and die. But I mean, if you can land them on his head, then it doesn't matter if they die, because their area of effect is lethal enough. Okay. So you can't chase that, but you can't shoot forever. Apparently he could shoot it, just wasn't for a good time. Now, that'd be as good a time as any. Tempted to speed it up, but I know how quickly, from moment to moment, the game can change. Of course, using stealth here, good use of stealth. Mobile stealth field, the deceiver. And just rhinos, not seeing, I don't think, any hoplites. Oh, in they come. He's oh, the factory build for trying to stop the beetles. That's not very nice. That's not very nice at all. But neither is that. So, I mean, damn, where do you go wrong? I'm sad that I had to watch it happen like that, actually. But, I mean, he did leave himself very vulnerable. I mean, he's in bad position. Well, I guess fair enough, the PD is close. But, there weren't too many other ways that could have went wrong for him. T2 air snipe, hardcore jester snipe. Naughty, that's probably Soviet saying that about the factory placement. Really, that's a huge deal when someone's dropping their commander, but when they're dropping any units, that's still an exploit. It's frowned upon, and I do believe that's one of the offenses that you can be punished for. So I believe there's a discussion to be taking place there, or that already has, I'm sure. Well, good game, guys. I hope everyone enjoyed this. And again, if you have any comments, questions, opinions, and constructive criticism, I will take it all. Leave it in the comment section for me. Hit me up with a like, a dislike, and subscribe. Alright, see you guys later. VoRcom signing off.